My name's James.
My name's Corwin.
And welcome to This Movie's Gay. I don't think we both do it. Corwin. Maybe as some homework, Corwin, listen to like episode 60. Maybe if that's post-pandemic, I think it is, maybe go back to episode 50. And I should do it too, to figure out how we intro this show.
I think our history of introing the show is also fraught with not remembering how to intro the show.
No, I think it was just, and This Movie's Gay, but pretty quickly we both understood and welcome to This Movie's Gay. I think that's it.
I don't know. I've been confused the whole time.
Oh, dang. I've been confused the whole time. You're like the Sam of the bunch.
Oh my god, I just watched the latest episode of Game Changer last night.
I think I'm like 3 behind because Nicole and I have been busy.
I mean, it's the finale. I'm pretty sure it was the finale was a few weeks ago, so you might be caught up.
Was that the Jacob Wysocki one, the Humillionaire?
No.
Okay, then I don't think I'm caught up.
Okay, you've got like 2 or 3 more episodes.
All right. Well, I'm glad.
Yeah.
Man, I wish that show had 100 that I hadn't seen yet.
It is a fantastic show. I hope they get Emmys this year.
We're talking about Game Changer.
Yeah, Game Changer on Dropout.
And speaking of dropping out, man, we got to drop out from family life because this made me hate going places, and I guess I should say going to family members, but I am so glad that I love my in-laws. This isn't me pandering to them. They're not going to hear this. Nicole's not here. Nicole did say, hey, do you want me to sub in for this one? I was like, no, you don't need to do that. Would you, if all of a sudden it went beep, 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 then when you answered the Discord call, it was Nicole just with headphones ready to rock?
I'd be like, all right, let's fucking go.
All right. Nicole I started watching this movie and Nicole's like, oh yeah, I'll sit and watch this. I've never seen it. And then starts watching it. And she's like, wait, I think I have seen this. And then goes, oh yeah, it was just so mid that I just lost memory of it. And then after watching it, I'm like, no, Nicole, this is good. You want to know why, Corwin?
Mm-hmm. Why?
I think we have finally made it. This is a movie with gay characters, meaning,
yes,
Eating Out is a gay movie.
Yeah.
Dynastud is a gay movie. Gay Bed and Breakfast of Terror or Horror, that is a gay movie. But this is just a movie that you could interchange whatever characters,
Yeah.
And I love it.
I see what you're saying by that. Yeah, you could.
I'm meaning this as a compliment in the sense that it finally feels like, I know in the world we're currently living in, probably not, but at least in this gem of a movie, The Parenting, it makes it feel like queer people are just people. Like, finally, they can be just, because, you don't have the, like, quirky gay best friend. There's no tropes in this besides family tropes. It's not like this is a gay trope. Does that make sense?
And some ghost tropes. Yeah, well,
he's from a different generation, that's why.
Fantastic. When I was saying the ghost trope, I meant the bedroom, the pipes are knocking.
Well, I think that's just parents being like, ugh, sex is happening. Again, I think these are just family tropes and not gay tropes.
Yeah. I was saying also, and like, ghost house tropes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, not gay.
Yeah. When you said, that's why I wanted to correct you and say it was technically a demon being homophobic.
Yeah. Very funny, both of those things. I genuinely enjoyed this movie a lot.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I watched it again right before this just to refresh myself again. So this is like the 4th time I've seen it because I watched it before we were supposed to record before as well. And then I had watched it twice before that. So this is a gem of a movie. It really is.
I think the only thing that I would give a note for it takes place during winter time, just make it a Christmas movie. If this were a Christmas movie, same everything else, but it's like the families getting together for Christmas, and in doing so, the families are meeting each other, and then, there's Christmas lights everywhere. I think this movie would instantly be like, hey, during Christmas time, you want a horror movie to watch The Parenting.
I think this is a perfect movie for post-Halloween, pre-Christmas. I don't think there's a lot of movie options for around that time.
Thanksgiving?
You get into, the Thanksgiving stuff? Yeah. But what about right after Thanksgiving?
Right after Thanksgiving, snow
in that
day?
awkward period. I feel like there's enough time between Thanksgiving and Halloween, and then between Thanksgiving and Christmas, that it's those awkward moments where it's I don't really want to watch the Halloween movies anymore. I don't want to watch any Thanksgiving movies yet. Or Thanksgiving's just now over. I don't want to watch any Christmas movies yet. It's kind of a good part. It has a good space in there.
Okay. I guess I'm not like that because it is from pretty much end of August to Thanksgiving is Halloween, and then Thanksgiving to January 31st, I'm watching Christmas movies.
I do love Halloween as much as the next person, and I love Thanksgiving as much as the next person. I don't want an entire month of Thanksgiving. Halloween is fine, but after the 31st, actually after the 1st, we'll give Dia de los Muertos a shot in there.
Uh-huh.
After that, I don't want any more Halloween motif.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm sorry that you had to learn this about me in such a public manner.
No.
I do love Halloween. It's just, as far as movie-wise goes, I don't want to watch them. But I'll go back and watch Halloween movies in the summer.
Yeah, I was going to say in the summer, I might also crack on Hauntedween and say, I can't wait for Halloween, because then I'm yearning for that fall weather.
But after all of that, after it's done and the big hurrah is over, Halloween Day, I'm all right, I need to rest.
Well, what about Christmas? Is it after Thanksgiving to Christmas, or do you bleed into January?
After Thanksgiving until December 1st is, just a few days.
Yeah.
But it's a time where I'm I don't want the Christmas stuff yet.
What?
But Christmas stuff happens as soon as before Thanksgiving nowadays.
When do you decorate your apartment with Christmas stuff?
Girl, I don't decorate.
Okay, I guess
do that.
Nicole wants to do it after, on Thanksgiving, so we eat and then we decorate, and we we'll get stoned and turn on a Christmas rom-com it's not Lifetime, it's not Hallmark, it is some company you've never heard of, and we're yeah!
That's a lovely sentiment. I grew up with my mom decorating for fall, for Thanksgiving and stuff, so that time period is to take down those decorations.
Okay.
Before putting up the Christmas ones.
I'm trying to think, when do we take down the Halloween? It's got to be after Halloween. It can't be on Thanksgiving we're taking down Halloween.
You're taking down your Halloween decorations never, James. You're full-time, full-year Halloween. Which is a lifestyle that some people have, and I'm happy for them.
I'm not. I'm full-time Yogi Bear in here. You know that. I'm.
You know what? You're right. I'm wrong. I sorry. I recant. Just delete it.
I did tell Nicole, and then we will get into the movie. I did tell Nicole that if we were wealthy, meaning middle class, and we had a house, meaning upper middle class, I would want a room that is Yogi Bear themed, but also 1950s into 60s picnic, national park aesthetic. So then you just walk in and you feel like you're in Jellystone.
I feel like I would feel like a Boy Scout.
Yeah.
Or a park ranger, which is fantastic. Cool. Let's get into the movie, James.
Yeah. Well, real quick. There's an old Yogi Bear episode where Boo Boo wants to become a Boy Scout, so he pretends to be a boy, and it's just because of how we know the Boy Scouts to be, and this word meant a different thing in 1960. They say and the number one rule is meaning to like don't bother the bears, but they say don't molest the bears. And it's like, what? Huh? I had to rewind. I was like, they couldn't have said that, Nicole, right? And yeah, then I rewound. Okay, no, that's what it sounds like. Let me turn on closed captions real quick.
Yeah, it's one of those fun words that has fallen out of use in that manner.
Yeah.
Not a fun word at all.
No. Get it out of here.
Get it out of here.
All right. Would you like to give a synopsis of this movie?
Sure. Since I just watched it and I know it's been a minute for you, I will give us a synopsis. So, what happens in this movie is spoilers ahead, y'all. So get out of here if you don't want them and go watch the movie, then come back. So it's a gay couple that are going away for the weekend to have their parents meet each other and to meet the other one's parents, which is, that's kind of a big deal. On top of that, one of the members of the couple decided that is actually going to be the weekend that he proposes as well.
Damn.
So add in that pressure. They get to this old fancy house in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the woods, and find some lady out there who is played by Parker Posey.
Goddamn, we'll get into her.
She gives some real awkward weirdness. They get into the house. They have some, seeing their tensions between what kind of person they are versus, with themselves versus with the parents and all that. The parents arrive. It's all awkward as could be. And then ghost shit starts happening.
Yeah.
And demon shit starts happening. And then they have to fight demon and survive and find their love.
And the mystery of why this demon is there.
And the mystery of why this demon was there.
Love.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't there for love.
He loved eating some human souls. Nom, nom, nom.
Yeah, he did love eating some human souls. Though I guess he never really ate any of them because they were fine after he died.
Yeah, but
soul-wise,
I think he's eating them and he's keeping them in his tummy, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna even if I digest you, I'm just gonna keep in the poopy." Or maybe, I'm sorry, guys, demons are kind of animals, and animals eat poop. Maybe he's just keeps recycling it. I don't know.
Oh goodness,
He's
he hasn't
trapped
gotten
there.
all the soul nutrients out.
Oh man. But, soul poop is different than regular poop. When you poop soul, it, looks and tastes and smells like a banana.
I don't like that.
Why? Because, a banana is coming out of your butt?
Yeah, just the visual and the everything about it I hated.
If someone was like, hey, do you want to see a cool trick? And it was someone who I like.
And they shat out a banana?
Yeah, if it was someone I had a crush on, I'd be like, oh, fuck, dude. Oh, no. I knew I'd be into this, and I'm upset that I was right.
Oh, that's horrifying. I hate that. Terrible. No, thank you.
I was gonna ask, is there anything that you're like, man, I might be into this, and I hope I'm not when it actually happens?
I can't think of anything that comes to mind that I think about often enough to be like, I hope I'm not into this.
Yeah, we'll say water sports. That I was just like, yes, yes, yes. I was just so excited about it.
I'm not excited about it. That's why I don't think I'm into it.
Okay. So we start off this movie back in the 90s or 80s?
Yes. I think it was 80s.
Yeah, it had to be 80s because Parker Posey is our, the last, the generation before us, and she is our constant from this flashback to the future. So, yeah.
Yes.
So during the 80s, and we're seeing what I call the peeling, which is based on the shaving from an Aqua Teen Hunger Force episode. But the wallpaper's peeling and then going back on, that was real creepy.
Yes. I did love that they gave us that setup right away of, hey, here's this, all these people that are just dying very quickly, one after the other. what happened here?
Man.
And just immediately goes into the movie.
And they're about to be turned into a banana.
Yeah, according to your mythos, they're turned into a banana and eaten over and over again.
Corwin, I just can't wait to have a couple of shit kids, you know? Just like real pieces of shit. And I'm like, did I do this? Or like, was this nature or nurture? Damn it.
To having a couple of shit kids so that one of them has a partner, and then you go into the middle of the woods and meet the other set of parents.
No, I'm just like the kids in the beginning, those couple of shit kids.
Oh, the daughter and the son.
Yeah, you'll agree with me. Those were a couple of shit kids, right?
I mean, yeah, kind of. One of them summoned a demon.
Oh,
Spoilers.
yeah.
And the other was just like, I don't know. He must have been shitty. Probably.
Yeah, but then there was also a daughter there were two...
there's two kids. A daughter and a son.
Oh,
the daughter
I thought...
that summoned the demon, and then the son.
All of them were shit, I guess.
Yeah. I feel like it gets confusing seeing the dead versions of themselves, because the ghost versions are creepy and scary, and it's kind of hard to keep track of which one is which.
Uh-huh.
At least I had trouble the first time I watched it. I didn't realize the daughter the whole time.
Would you hope that when you die and become a ghost, God willing, that you are a creepy, scary ghost, or like Casper, the friendly ghost?
I think that really depends on the situation in which I die and am haunting whatever residence.
I think I just always want to be Casper, because then I'd forget like how I died. Because I think he forgets, that's why, can I keep you?
No. Yeah, fair. I mean, ideally I'd be a Casper. I probably would be. Which, as soon as we started watching this movie, I really was like, oh, it's the ghost of the family. Oh, they're trying to help them. They're trying to save them their lives.
Oh, yeah, like, get out.
Yeah. And then I was like, is that just like ghost hauntings everywhere? Are ghosts just like dead people that are stuck that are like, hey, this house is fucked up. You gotta get out of here, girl.
Yeah.
But they don't know how to communicate, because most people don't know how to communicate anyway.
Uh-huh. But then if we had a Casper who could communicate, they could tell us, like, hey, when a ghost is making themselves known, they're trying to tell you to get out.
Yeah, they're trying to save you.
But that goddamn ADHD having little ghost, he's forgetting nonstop, so he probably wouldn't remember someone telling him, like, hey, we're scaring everyone.
Hey, it's time to be scary. You need to stop being friendly. Too many people know you as the friendly ghost, and that is not good for us.
Yeah, you're inviting people to be turned into bananas, dude.
We gotta stop the people from being turned into bananas, because it's gross.
Yeah. We saw it and we were like, thank God we're not into that. But unfortunately, we see it all the time because you keep inviting these people here.
That makes Casper the worst, because Casper's inviting people into the place that kills them. And making it seem like it's a fun and friendly, habitable zone.
Yeah.
When it's not.
It's like, yeah, man, I get it. Like, Christina Ricci, you really liked her in Then and Now, but, like, you can't invite her over.
Oh, my God. I don't know if I've seen that.
Oh, it rocks. And there's a young Brendan Fraser, probably, like, 24-ish, and you're like, wowzers.
Literally, every time I see young Brendan Fraser, it's a wowzers moment.
George of the Jungle, guys?
He's hot.
Schwing,
I feel like, I feel like if you grew up in the 90s and just constantly saw George of the Jungle or other Brendan Fraser movies, you just love Brendan Fraser.
Yeah. I think I might have said it on a show before, but there was a movie chain called Grand Video, and my uncle worked at it, or his spouse worked at it. Either way, that was so fucking cool to me. But I remember the only time I went and visited them at their Grand Video while they were working, there was a huge display for George of the Jungle to rent or even to buy the VHS, and that's ingrained into my head.
I love that. I love that for you.
God. If it's on Hulu, we're watching it, and Nicole, I don't know if she loves it as much.
I wasn't a George of the Jungle. I was always the Mummy.
Yeah.
That was my go-to Brendan Fraser vehicle.
Mine's The Whale because, he's jacking off so much in it.
Oh my God. I haven't seen The Whale.
I haven't
Heard
either.
it was fantastic.
I just hear that he jacks off to gay pornography and he eats a sub sandwich.
I haven't heard that at all.
Oh.
So I'm very excited to watch it to see.
Spoilers for The Whale, guys.
Wow. Should we get into our notes? Do you have any fun ones that you want to go over?
What do you feel that you need to say to your partner before they meet your parents to like say, hey, before you meet them, you need to know this about them to ease things in more?
I don't have anything that I would say.
Okay.
Hey, this is people.
Yeah. As someone who's been in a relationship for 12 years, I haven't had to think about it, but while thinking, I would say I am a parody of my mom. My sense of humor is like things my mom would do genuine, but like I am being a parody of like a caricature of my mom's personality. At least that's how I view it. And I would need to say like that's it. And my mom just like over loving. Like I go limp when she starts hugging me. Like I don't want any part of it. And and I think that those two things.
Interesting. Yeah, I've never really thought about it.
And I guess like, hey, when we go to my sister's house, like you're not gonna miss it. Like there's just too many fish tanks. There are too many fish tanks.
How many fish tanks?
In every room, 2 out of the 4 walls are like full of fish tank.
That's a lot of fish tank.
That would be like on most rooms average.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. That's a lot of fish tank. It's a lot of maintenance.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of water. Yeah. And I also feel like during that conversation, it very much set the tone of, a bit of their personalities. Mm-hmm. Before you meet them. And like that also set the tone of what the parents' personalities were, because Rohan was very like uptight-ish about meeting his parents, and they were also very like reserved and very had those high expectations for everything. Uh-huh. And then Josh's parents were later than Rohan's parents, and also were like way more relaxed, way more like homey. Uh-huh. And that came across in their characters as well, which I thought was excellent.
Yeah.
With how they matched the parents with the child. There wasn't like a rebellious energy with either of them on how their parents raised them.
Mm-hmm. My only qualm is I wish we had met the dad who becomes possessed. I wish we had gotten to know him more, because we kind of just see him be possessed, and there's a lot of things where it's like, I know at the end he's like, hey, I love my son, and I there's nothing that will ever change that. And I think we should have known that,
I think they actually did a really good job of showcasing his character in the beginning, because they had him. He was very, very awkward first meeting with Josh, like the most awkward. Mm-hmm. And then was immediately like focused on, going and getting on the Wi-Fi and like doing this, and not really focused on the family unit as much. And then whenever he was talking to his son, it was very like quiet, very not many words spoken between them. And I think the silence in that character really showcased that character itself, which is really great. Because then he had that ordeal, he went through that journey of being possessed and came to the end saying, hey, all this stuff happened, I'm aware of what happened, and I need you to know that I love you.
Yeah.
I think you did see enough of his character in the beginning that you saw the growth at the end.
Okay. Maybe I just wanted this to be like a normal rom-com, and Parker Posey is like the quirky neighbor, or this is an Airbnb or a Verbo, and she's like living, like she's just in the basement the entire time, just like still interacting.
They very much could have turned this into, and I feel like if this had turned into a Christmas movie, you could take the ghost stuff out completely and turn it into a cute little rom-com moment between the couple. I feel like this movie has the bones to be able to do things like that, from what you were saying in the beginning, and I think the cast also has they're dynamic enough to be able to do something like that.
Yeah.
Which I think made the movie fantastic.
I think it could be Christmas and you keep the ghost stuff, but it's a ghost trapped in the walls because their business is not finished and it's the ghost of Christmas present. So then it's still Christmas themed. They're like immediately just like a live-ish ghost saying like, hey guys, what's up? And they're like, whoa, it's a ghost. Who are you? And ghost of Christmas present. And they're like, whoa, we've heard all about you in Dickens. And then Ghost of Christmas passes. Yeah, but Dickens made me out to be a little thicker than I am. And you're like, huh? When was that put across?
James, that whole thing that you're saying made me go, huh?
Well, yeah, well, you know, I think that's what people enjoy in these podcasts is sometimes they go, wow, man, that's weird.
Wow, man, what the hell are you even talking about? Let me rewind for like 5 minutes to see if I took the conversation to heart.
Like, I read some comic books, and it's not that I find them funny or like the writing's particularly good. I'm like, man, this is really weird, and I love it.
I feel like that explains a lot of your media identity, and I love that.
Yeah. That's... I feel we're recording this before it releases, but this is the second day in the row that a friend of mine pretty much said that sentiment. Sean put it as, I love how self-confident you are at what you think other people will like based on your interests.
I think I said it better.
Oh, yeah.
I said it way nicer.
Yeah, but it's like, his was the offhanded insult and yours was, or offhanded compliment, whatever you call them. And then yours was a positive. You were like, wow, yeah, that's weird and I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're over 100 episodes in at this point. We be doing it. Did you want to get into Parker Posey? I literally started my notes with Parker Posey. My first note is, are you gay? That'll work.
Man, she's just so funny. In Josie and the Pussycat, she's so great. I need to revisit or watch Parker Posey stuff because also a lot of roles that she is in, I think she's sometimes just Elizabeth Banks because they look so much alike. And I'm not the only one. That's
okay. There are so many actresses that I'm like, that's this actress, right? And I'm completely wrong. For actresses that aren't even commonly mixed up. So, can't name one off the top of my head right now, but it happens to me often.
Zooey Deschanel and Julianne Moore.
No, I don't get them mixed up at all. What an interesting mix-up to have, though. I love Parker Posey in Lost in Space, and she's in the newest season of White Lotus, the most recent season of White Lotus. Which, if you haven't seen that, she's fantastic in that. Highly recommend.
That he's saying that to the listeners.
I'm saying that to you too,
guys. White Lotus, not for me, baby.
Fair.
One of them makes a pussy joke in front of one of their parents, and the parents like, oh no. And
yeah, well, it was the dog sniffing her.
Oh,
and he was like, "We think she's a lesbian."
Yeah.
And the mom's like, "What?"
And they're like, "No pussy jokes in front of my mom." And I'm like, my mom might be like, "Only pussy jokes in front of your mom."
Oh my god. He also tells him, he says no to the edibles and says, "I forbid you from doing them." I'm like, Rohan, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He went wild.
Yeah, if he took an edible, he might have been able to convince his dad to take an edible. Then he never would have said the Wi-Fi password.
If Rohan had just taken an edible and then gotten his whole family to take edibles, they would have all had such a great time.
Uh-huh.
They would have enjoyed those crazy noodles.
Yes.
They would have fantastic moments.
There's just some like crazy noodles to eat. No, like we just put a bunch of different pasta. Like it's just different noodles. It's not crazy noodles.
It's crazy because of how many different noodles are together, and they look wild, and they also taste crazy good.
Oh yeah,
I guess.
They're so good you'll never throw them up real hard.
That was disgusting. I hated that.
Yeah.
Some warnings, content warnings for people. We're well into spoilers. We should have done this in the beginning, but there is an animal death, technically 2, I guess.
Yeah.
And there is some real bad puke.
It's steamy.
It's steamy. It's gross.
Yeah.
There's a steamy puke and another puke. There's 2 pukes.
Yeah. And there's 2 dog deaths. We've been having a lot of dog deaths on the podcast that I'm reviewing.
That's wild.
Equilibrium, have you seen that?
Well, technically, there's only 1 dog death because the other dog does come back to life.
Yeah.
The demon dog is fine. It's the one that got crushed by a wardrobe.
Yeah.
The third one, which I'm assuming is fuck if I know.
The other one that recovers gets fingered real hard.
Yeah, which was wild.
Yeah. Both times that these dogs are going crazy, you see the dad who's like carefree and loving does one extreme dad thing because like a armoire like falls on a dog and crushes them. And well, when they put it up, he's like, you're with tall furniture like this, you always got to anchor it. You know, that's just what you got to do. And that is such a dad thing to say. Because,
when you put books on the heavy stuff on the top shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it's got a weighted base, you got to anchor it down.
Yeah. He had a few dad moments. He also was like, he brought a gun and was just like, when his son was like, you brought a gun on the Meet the Parents weekend? What the hell? And he was just like, yeah, your dumb uncle made me bring it. It's for bears. Like, that very much feels like a dad trope.
Like, no, I heard there's bears out here. I'm bringing my gun.
Yeah.
But
which, it wasn't even like a rifle or anything. It was just straight up a pistol.
Yeah. Well, it's easier to, like, stash away.
Yeah.
So he also, this dog's latched onto his wife's arm and is just going nuts for it. And he says, all right, I know what to do. Just trust me. I'm going to put a finger in its ass. And then just slams.
Are you ready? No, he says, are you ready? And Lisa Kudrow looks at him like he's crazy and is like, I guess.
And then just fingers it. And of course, when you think you don't know this is going to happen, a finger in your butt, guess what your mouth is going to do? It's going to unlatch from whatever it's chomped down on.
I guess that's what we learned from this movie.
One of them sees the mom naked. And you
pissing.
What? Oh, yeah, pissing. That's nudity to me, brother.
Fair. I mean, they straight up see the dad, Brian Cox, straight up naked.
Yeah, dude.
Full boner.
Yeah.
Everyone in the room.
Why is he so hard?
And then Sarah took a picture before
Yeah, man. Like, I this was my last note, but like, why is dad dick so like big,
James, I don't know.
Well, if we ever meet a dad with that dad dick, because they got one, I guess I gotta, because I was going to say, like, I can't talk to my own dad. So who is my father figure that I talk to on like a regular basis? Steve Barnes, I gotta find out you got that dad dick.
No.
That's what you get for being my friend and, becoming a father figure. You have to know eventually your kid's gonna say, what's up with that dad dick?
I hope we get HR one day. I hope one day Marshland Media Network has an HR.
Well, the only HR that I will front the bill for is Puffin Stuff.
Oh, fantastic.
Because without HR Puffin Stuff, you ain't getting the banana splits.
Not the bananas. Why is banana on your mind today, James?
No, the banana splits, the TV show, like Tra La 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 La, that it was a TV show that was co-produced by Hanna-Barbera, and they fucking rule. But the team that worked on HR Puffin stuff went over to work on the Banana Splits.
Well, I'm also saying it because you were talking about demons consuming souls and shitting out bananas.
That's a separate thing. HR Puffin stuff, I'm gonna immediately think of my boys and, Bingo and etc. I don't know all of their names.
Fair. I have so many notes that we didn't touch on, but that's okay.
There's too much tension in this house. I didn't like it.
There's too much tension.
Yeah. With them saying, oh, is your name Libby? No, it's Liddy. Liddy is a common name.
There was so much tension between everyone. It was so awkward just right off the bat. Starting off with Brian Cox being like, you're so big and strong. Actually, no, starting off with Josh, the boyfriend, Rohan's boyfriend, soon-to-be fiance, being like, Daddy! Girl.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
Calling Brian Cox daddy, and it just went from there. It just continued to fall from there.
Guys,
the ghost parts are also fun.
With a dick like his, you're gonna call him daddy, okay?
Daddy. The ghosts were also fun in some of their interactions, like when Josh is playing music later by himself and he's kind of pouting a bit because of Rohan, and Rohan comes in and is like talking to him about it, and the ghost mom appears in the corner and like unfolds herself. Josh looks back and sees her and screams. He screams the word "oh no," and it's the funniest scream to me. Every single time I've heard it, I have giggled because it's just like a "oh no." It was fantastic. Fantastic.
Which when a lady bends back like that, you're gonna say that in a terrified way. This is an innuendo.
She hadn't even done that yet. It was just that she was in the corner.
Yeah. I think when a creepy ghost is Rustin Parrin, meaning looking in the corner, not doing anything, it's terrifying.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I would have had his scream too, except I wouldn't have stayed in that room. I would have been gone. I would have been a track star that day. I wouldn't have been in the house anymore.
I would have been signing up for Ghostbusters Academy, okay? I would have realized my life's purpose. It's killing whatever this thing is.
Gotta take it out.
I was told they would all look like bananas, okay?
Who told you that?
This podcaster did. You mentioned earlier that Rohan forbid Josh from smoking or taking edibles, I should say, even though it's like, dude, you like taking these too. We always take them.
Yeah, he's like, these were your favorites.
Yeah, immediately. The next scene, I'm like, well, he's high. He hasn't said a word or done a thing, but I can see his eyes right now. And that boy is stoned. And then he's just like, wasn't he just eating mashed potatoes, saying like,
he was making the mashed potatoes. Yeah. And then, at dinner, he was also eating the mashed potatoes. And they're like, the potatoes are good. And he's like, yeah, the potatoes are good.
I bet mashing potatoes, that would feel really good.
I mean, while you're high, definitely.
Yeah.
I got high yesterday and had a cheese party in that I get a monthly cheese delivery and I just eat it with a little charcuterie moment. And I got so high that I was with my friends Britt and Quinn, and I was so high that I was like, I can't actually cut this cheese. I'm going to need you to do it for me.
My thing is brushing hair. Like, brushing my hair feels so good that I'm like, James, you need to stop. You might hurt yourself.
Yeah, probably not a good habit while high.
What probably would be awesome is, those, metal things.
Head massagers?
Yeah, that make you go,
Yeah, get one of those.
That all of a sudden make it sound like your pipes knocking.
That was the trope that I was talking about with a ghost house thing. I don't even know if it's a trope or just it feels like it should be.
Yeah.
Of just the ghost making a noise that's rhythmic and every single couple in the house being like, damn, they're having such loud sex. But no one's having sex.
Yeah, you would also be hearing other noises, and it's too rhythmic. It's just like on the same. That's just like
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was rhythmic enough that, and there was enough variation. I think.
Okay.
That they could have been real.
all right.
You know.
I was writing down just pipes don't sound that loud. They're not that percussive. And then I was like, oh, wait, nope, James. Remember every winter in Chicago? Some of them just rock the entire apartment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everyone else thought they were something. Everyone else thought it was someone having sex. And then Lisa Kudrow was like, I hope it's pipes. I want it to be pipes. Which was fantastic. Liddy.
Oh, during the dinner, Josh is just like having a blast, being high, loving life. And then he looks down and a ghost hand like grabs him and he freaks out. And they're like, what's wrong? And he goes, little dirty hands grabbed me.
I love the descriptions of things in this movie. Whoever wrote it, they did fantastic with that. Dirty little person's hand.
Yeah, those are things that it's like, oh, just like someone's hand grabbed me. That's what you would see in a normal movie. And then once you add those like specific descriptors, that's when it becomes comedy.
Yeah. There's also, like, I always take offense usually to homophobia in movies, obviously, but I think they played this one really well with Brian Cox just screaming things at them. And they were also the same, like, they weren't just like, oh, you F-slur. It was like, I'm not going to get into them, but there are some very descriptive, fun ones.
You got to say at least one.
I love the moment where he was like, is it because his dick's too small?
Oh,
if the son's dick is anything like the father's dick, it's small. That stuff made it very funny.
Oh, when they were all listening to the pipes and they were like, it'll pass, go to sleep, whatever. That was much like Nicole and I went to Indie PopCon to table there during like June or something. And we were with our friend Chuck and his friend. And we don't know what goes on in Indiana, but every single night, just people were just like motorcycles and hot rods were just revving up, vibrating throughout the city because we were in the downtown. And then like I went on Reddit and Reddit people will talk about this phenomenon, how it's just a bunch of shitheads. But then there was another night where it's like someone should have went out there and solved this. Someone was just like lighting Roman candles at other cars passing by. And we were like in the city, but all of us were like, no. Everyone else is sleeping. I'm the only one awake during this. But then it's like, no, all of us were like waking up in the morning saying, so, what was up with those fireworks?
I don't know what to say to that, James. I don't know what to say to that.
You're one of those people who, once it hits like 10 p.m., you're not lighting off a firework, right?
I mean, I'm not normally lighting off fireworks ever.
Yeah.
Not that I hate fireworks or anything, I just don't. I never seek them out.
Yeah.
But I'm also like a night owl. I'm not asleep until 2 a.m. At the earliest usually. So I feel like I'm the wrong person to ask because if fireworks are going off at 10 p.m., I don't register that as a problem.
Oh, so then like 11 p.m. It's let's say September 10th. And you're like, okay, yeah, fireworks should be going off right now.
I'm not saying that they should be going off, but if someone was setting off fireworks around me, it wouldn't register for me that it's an issue.
I'd walk up to him and say, EB-DB some tapas, EB-DB some tapas, and make a demon possess him like in this movie.
Oh my god. The Wi-Fi password being the Latin chant was so funny. Because it was like, who says their Wi-Fi password out loud? And then Parker Posey was also like, I thought it would take a few renters to get it to work. So she was even prepared for that.
I say it, like when someone wants it, they're like, no, just tell me, and then I tell them.
No, I mean, when it's like that, it's written on a paper and it's some weird phrase, like, why do you say it out loud?
Oh, yeah.
Like, it'd be like if someone handed me a piece of paper with a typical Wi-Fi password, which is just a jumble of letters. I'm not going to say it out loud.
Yeah, to myself, yeah. But if it were a saying, like...
Two birds, one stone.
Yeah, two birds, one stone. I might, as like a stemming thing throughout the entire weekend, say two birds, one stone. Two birds, one stone.
But you would say the weird Latin password in the weird old house.
I wouldn't get possessed because none of those syllables are going to be correct. But yeah, I would if it were EBDB some tapas, I would be saying EBDB some tapas all weekend.
That's so fun. Well, that part was fine to say. They just couldn't say the name.
Okay.
But also, I don't want to go to a haunted house with you.
Oh yeah, I'll be screaming the Latin sayings. And you'll be like, thank God he didn't take Latin in high school, but still, we're walking the river's edge.
Yeah.
Is caviar good?
I heard it's salty. I've never had it. At least, actually, I may have had it a few times. I've just I don't remember it.
I wonder what like the best thing to dip caviar in, or to dip in caviar.
I think there's actually some very fun things that you wouldn't traditionally dip in caviar that I've heard are good. I don't think it's Doritos, but it's like something in that family of like, a weird chip sort of situation.
Salted peanut butter is really good. Throw some caviar and some peanut butter.
James, you can live whatever life you want to live.
Okay.
I will not be partaking in the peanut butter caviar.
What if it's so good?
Of my own volition. If it's like so good, I might try it.
Like if Nicole's validating it, saying like, no, he's being honest. It's expensive as shit, but I'll keep selling plasma to get some.
That's why I don't have to worry about it, because it's so expensive that I don't think there will ever be a situation where someone's like, here's peanut butter caviar, or peanut butter and caviar, because they also call when you make little dots out of things caviar.
Okay. Oh, yeah, just a little dollop of peanut butter
the little,
could be a caviar.
No, like specifically like caviar-sized little dots.
Oh, okay.
You can make it with, kitchen chemistry stuff.
All right. The dad gets possessed, and the first inklings we're getting is he's talking to Josh, and then he picks up a knife and just like having like fun conversation with him, and then goes, oh, and then quickly slices him in such an innocent way. And that was peak comedy.
And then being like, oh no, Josh, I didn't mean to do that. I just picked up the knife and I was trying to hand it to you like this. Slices him again.
Yeah. And then immediately to the dog being killed with that armoire.
Yeah, after he screamed at it. It was that's why I think the demon and the ghost stuff was so funny in this.
Yeah.
Also, by then Sarah had come. Sarah was their best friend that was supposed to stay home and take care of the dog, except they brought the dog with them. And then after Rose started being very not himself, not comfortable, Josh begged Sarah to come, and she did. It was fantastic. She was a good addition to the movie.
Yeah, they needed her.
Yeah. Especially to break some of the tension that was happening with the parents.
Yeah. And then also her own tension where she was like, hey, I wanted to come here even though you guys didn't invite me. I thought I was going to come because maybe you don't see me as I see you, but you guys are my family. But then soon you're going to end up having a kid who's going to hate me, then a nanny who hates me, and then now your mothers both hate me, and it's just like crying about it. But like, of course she's crying. Those are her feelings, and they're probably valid, but maybe they aren't.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Ro definitely was in a position to push her away before she came and joined, because he was talking to her about the proposal stuff, but he also, like, as soon as she showed up, he was like, oh, she's going to make everything about herself and, like, all this other stuff. So I think that was a very nice moment for her to have, to be like, hey, you have this life and everything, but you're my family too.
Oh, wait, it was a surrogate who hates me, then the nanny.
Yeah, the surrogate and the nanny, but not the child.
Oh, yeah, kids love your aunt,
Yeah, your drunk aunt, the fun one.
I don't know if I had a drunk aunt. I had fun aunts.
They don't have to be drunk, just the fun aunt.
Okay. You want to know what? No, if you want to be a fun aunt, you better knock a couple back.
you better knock a couple back before you come and hang out at the house with the family members.
We find out that the demon is the sower of discord, meaning he's Mod Nation, aka Admin Alliance.
Is that a Discord joke?
Yeah. But he's there to cause tension and make people hate each other. And that's what he's doing just by, whipping his dick out and puking on dogs.
Yeah. It took so long for that demon dog thing to happen. From when the dog first ate his puke to when the dog attacked Liddy. There was such a long gap there.
Yeah, well, puke half-life is pretty long.
What was the dog doing the whole time? Because right after it ate the puke, it shook its head and turned into a demon for a second. Did it just take that long for the demon to take over completely?
No, I think it was like, hey, I'm going to do this strategically. As this man, I can keep sowing discord. I'm going to find the perfect time for this dog to latch onto this lady's arm.
I'm going to find the perfect time to interrupt. Yeah, I mean, I guess it was because Liddy and... I think you're right. You're actually right about that. Liddy and Edie Falco's character, Sharon, were starting to, get along and have, a heart-to-heart.
Uh-huh.
And it was interrupted by the dog. I think you're totally right with that. Yeah.
Ooh.
Good catch.
This movie gives me secondhand cringe, but then I wrote down, or secondhand minge.
Okay.
What does it give me, I guess that lady was peeing, that's kind of secondhand minge.
And the dog was all up in her, too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think there were any other jokes for that. And then it was just all gay jokes. It was Brian Cox, demon version, screaming F-slurs and profanity.
How dare he?
I also like that when Brian Cox first, started to be evil possessed, floating around and stuff, and trying to kill Sharon, that Josh came and saved her, and that immediately changed her opinion on Josh. She was immediately like, he threw up on you. Didn't he get in your mouth? Let me take care of you. Uh-huh. It was very cute. Minus the throw up. I hated that.
Oh, that was me when he hit that deep throat too deep. I wish I could float walk just like Brian Cox was doing. Your shoes and sock budget you don't need anymore, because why would you need those? Maybe to keep warm, but...
Yeah, to keep warm.
I'd be able to sneak up on everyone, too.
And so that people don't come up and take pictures of your feet and put them on Wiki Feet.
I don't care. I want a good Wiki Feet.
Do you have your own Wiki Feet? You've started it yourself?
No, I'm not that famous. I'm not famous at all.
Well, that's why you'd have to start it yourself.
Yeah, but I think they would, deny the entry.
Fair.
There's this podcast, The Perfect Women, and they were a video podcast before, and they all slowly figured out they have Wiki Feet entries, and they, on an episode, were like, hey, I need me to be a higher ranking than both of them, so go give me a 5-star whatever. And yeah, as a community, we all just boosted their ratings.
I think you meant the royal we with that, because that did not include me.
Yeah.
I did not go.
The listeners did. And these are, it's 3 comedians. It's not like they're... Yeah. They just so happen to have been affiliated with Adult Swim, so they did have a Wiki Feet.
I mean, that was a premise in Game Changer, one of the episodes as well. Not a premise for the episode, but a challenge.
Yeah, you gotta get on Wiki Feet.
Wiki Feet. Not a challenge.
All agents these days and casting directors, they're looking at your number on Wiki Feet.
100%. First number they look at.
And you hope it is 100%.
I don't know how Wiki Feet works. I don't know if you can get 100%.
Yeah, you technically could. If everyone gives you a 5 out of 5 stars, you're at 100%.
All right.
Oh, that's coveted.
I feel like that doesn't exist.
Yeah, there's...
at high numbers.
Yes, especially 100%. Now, you could be certified fresh, stomping those... It's a team-up between Rotten Tomatoes and Wiki Feet, and the logo is just a hot foot stepping into a ripe tomato.
All right, you go work for their branding department.
Hell
Go make those partnerships work.
Because then all of a sudden on, a DVD box set of Ghosts, it's saying like certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes and a 4+ star rating on average for all of our stars on WikiFeet.
James, we need to get off WikiFeet and back on the. We are.
Trust me, we get off on WikiFeet, okay?
Get off WikiFeet.
I just have a few more notes. The studious mom, Edie Falco, she says, I taught him to be normal. And I was like, oh no. Controlling the weather like this dude does, I guess, controlling the weather would sow discourse. All of a sudden, all my flights are canceled. That's, I think, the best superpower. Because then you could just, like, make it, like, that's the most altruistic, I think.
Controlling the weather?
Yeah.
Could be altruistic, could be bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you could really fuck up the environment.
Uh-huh. Oh, dang, I'd just start using it as war tactics of like, all right, man, you're in a drought until you give me $50 million.
Is that what? No, James is a villain immediately.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you do you if you control the weather.
But around us, it's always cloudy and rainy, how I want it.
I would hate that. I would request some sunny days, please, James.
All right, just on wherever you're going, and just a sunbeam
just a
follows
circle
you.
Just a circle of a sunbeam around me. Beautiful.
You want to know what would happen after that?
What?
Every cat in the city would be following you.
Literally. They better take that litter elsewhere.
Oh, well, they can just poop and pee anywhere. It's raining nonstop. It just washes down the drain.
I guess. Yeah.
The climax of this movie, which is they found out from Parker Posey that her and the girl of the family from the flashback summoned this demon, and the girl got killed because she stepped out of the circle, which means the demon can attack her. And she stepped out because she didn't think the demon was going to kill her family, just like terrorize them a little. So she was like, no. But Parker Posey, she stood in that circle and she loved it. But says like, hey, this is how you like take him down. And the demon starts like going back like to one person who was like, hey, take me, not them. And how they defeat this demon is through like sheer willpower, confuse him to be like, no, come with me. No, come with me. No, come with me. And he just ends up being like nonstop outside. And then he just withers away on the ground. And Parker Posey was like, he needs someone to be a host.
She also, whenever she talked about summoning the demon, she was like, and this really hot demon showed up. And it's just this fucking bird, dude.
I mean, he's no Brendan Fraser, but...
He's no Brendan Fraser.
It's still pretty nice when he makes a banana.
Oh my god. You and the bananas.
Uh-huh.
There was an after credit scene that was fun. Of them being like, what the fuck? He was a bird? He was talking about us? The fuck? I think it was good. I like the ending sacrifice of Rohan being like, no, take me to save my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And then Josh being like, no, take me to save Rohan. And then everyone else joined in.
Mm-hmm.
It was great.
It was a very I am Spartacus moment.
It was a very let's take this family trope to the extreme and like family saves you.
They should have hugged more, you know? That's what a family does. They hug.
They should have, if they hugged more, there wouldn't have been a plot.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I guess you could still be angry of a person, but I think if you're hugging a lot, you're not angry.
Yeah. I feel like Lisa Kudrow, if it was a whole family of Lisa Kudrows,
oh yeah,
it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, because they're all hugging.
They're all hugging.
And if it's just a bunch of clones of Lisa Kudrow, I want to see them hug.
Oh my god, James.
I had one other thing. The family, when you like hug a bunch, will you eventually like your tolerance grow? So if you're hugging, let's say, a total of 6 minutes per day, eventually do you need to go up to 10, up to 20 a day? Eventually 2 hours of your day is just hugging?
You said tolerance as in, like, what you could withstand, but then you started saying, like, how much you have to do.
Yeah, meaning like tolerance of smoking weed.
Oh, like your tolerance for feeling good for a hug goes up.
Yeah.
So you have to hug more to get that hit of endorphins from love.
I'm pretty sure there is a Lonely Island song about this exact thing.
Maybe. What would you give this movie, James?
I think on Letterboxd I gave it a 3.5 out of 5.
That seems low.
But I hearted it.
I heart this movie. 2 thumbs up from me. I don't have a Letterboxd, so I'm not going to give it a Letterboxd rating.
Okay, fine. Oh, on Letterboxd you don't need to give ratings. You can just heart it or not.
2 thumbs up this movie. I enjoyed.
That you can't do on Letterboxd, okay? But Corwin, do you have anything you'd like to plug?
You know, I haven't streamed in forever, but still go follow it. I love seeing that notification. Twitch.tv/corewinning. Or any of my other socials is @corewinning. For all of them, go follow.
Hell yeah. Hey guys, listen to my other podcast. Wherever you're listening to this, you can listen to the Marshland Media podcast, which is for our kind of mini series or one-offs, which there's 2 just weekly or bi-weekly shows going on right now, which is quite a bit. You have Sweaty Time Pro Wrestling. That's my friend Sean and I. We are discussing Lucha Underground week by week. We're almost done. I think we're going to end up doing a comic book podcast after that for the Patreon, but there's also Death to Squids. That's Jose and I. We get rip-roaring high and discuss action movies. We're currently on the Kickboxer movies, but in October we're going to switch over to cover Mortal Kombat 1 and Mortal Kombat 2. Yeah, get over here. God, those movies rip. And listen to Magical Meatball Girls. That's Nicole and I, my greatest love of all. Her and I, we get rip-roaring high and watch Sailor Moon. Super funny, super stupid. It's where you gotta be. But head over to patreon.com/MLM pod, where for $5 a month, you get exclusive content every single Friday. This Friday is probably Mini Meatball Girls. That's the show after the show of Magical Meatball Girls, where Nicole and I just kind of do sleepover activities. Like actual sleepover activities. How I said that sounded like an innuendo. But no, like, you know, we read fortunes and do would you rathers. We played MASH one time and it was really funny. But $10 patrons get all of that plus monthly bonus exclusive content in the form of straight to Patreon. The last one should have been Sean Marciniak and Torchy Berry coming over to watch The Item. And we just discuss it casually. It's fun. And $10 patrons get shout-outs on every single free feed podcast. So let's begin with those, starting with Steve F., Alex Z. The Waz, Orion, my Bickle brother in common law, Joshua, Jake, Steve Barnes, a sweet child of time, and Intro Void, my mother, Luke Corey's BFF and now former roommate, Shane, from This Movie's Gay, as well as twitch.tv/Corewinning. It's Corwin from the Rom Complex, as well as Formulaic, a podcast and script writing. It's twitch.tv/R2Shelby2. And from Speed Radio, a podcast in all things Sonic the Hedgehog, it's Tay, a.k.a. Zinny D. And I've been James.
I've been Corwin.
And this has been, and we have been This Movie's Gay. Toodaloo.
Bye.
This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCullum. For more content, please visit MLMpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod and sign up today.
Oh, yeah.